Okay, guys, Savadius here, and I got to tell you something that you must never, ever do in Throne of Liberty. In fact, if you do this, you will basically destroy days of work, hours of work for those speedy guys out there. We're talking about at the vendors, okay? When you go to this vendor, pretty much any vendor in game, you're going to find something here when you're shopping, okay? So let's say I'm going to go spin. I'm going to spin my contract coins, right? I do all my shopping. Everything's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is here when we go to hit sell. All this junk you've been collecting. I mean, I've got much better stuff than this, except for the fish. I don't have an upgrade for the fish, but I've got much better stuff than all this stuff. But we should never, ever sell it to this vendor. Very important. Yeah, I don't care who the vendor is. Just don't sell it to him. Don't ask me why there's a rank 6 ring in there, okay? All right, so why don't we want to sell it to him? We don't throw it in our storage either. I know we could put it in storage, but what are we going to do with it if we put it in storage? It's just going to collect dust, and we're going to do nothing. So sorry there, Mr. Storage Manager. We're not looking for you either. We're going to do something a little bit better. First, we're going to pick up this page because I didn't even know I had that page missing. But anyway, what we're going to do is head over and do a little bit of crafting. Why are we going to do crafting? Well, first of all, when you're out in the world, sometimes you're going to find mats laying around. Just gather those whenever you can. Those mats come in handy, and you're going to use those mats to make yourself stronger and level yourself up. When you go to any one of these merchants, when you go to the armor, when you go to the weapons, when you go to all this stuff. So let's look at weapons here. And I can buy myself a new weapon, but that's going to cost me. And then we're going to need all these other materials here. I said there's a mistake people made, and it will completely ruin your it will ruin all your progression for you. That mistake is if you sell that to those vendors. So what you do is you simply open a special section of your menu, and you go to lithograph. Now, look at this. The junk that I have been collecting can be turned in, and I can win fabulous prizes. But not only fabulous prizes, I can take green items and trade them in for a blue item. Yes, we're going to be upgrading here. You can also take your blue items and trade them in for a purple item. Now you get the picture. So think about it. If you had previously sold those blue items that you weren't needing, it's like, okay, I got a bow. I don't need these other bows. Well, maybe you do. Let's go to our lithograph book, and we have 4 rings. Let's count them and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just crafted them right here at this lady, and we're going to go ahead and make what? It's going to destroy these rings, but yeah, you don't really matter. You're going to basically trade 4 of a lower tier for 1 of your higher tier. And there we are. We have just created a blue ring. So what we're going to do now is go into the rings by hitting I for inventory. If you're on a computer, just go into your bag. If you're not on a computer, we got a ring here. What ring do we want to give power to? Probably this one that has none. Where do we want to take the power from? This one that has a bunch of it, but we won't get 6 because it takes a little power to make a lower ranked high. And it's going to take a lot more power to make the bigger ranked high. Hit that, 41,000. And we have ranked that up immediately to 3. Oh yeah, thank you very much. That is how we progress in the system. Now, have you ever sold something in Throne and Liberty? If you have, and you did not throw it in that book, then oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. So hit like, hit subscribe. When you look in the lithograph and see you're missing something, simply go there and she can make them for you. This is the materials that you're farming in the open world, chopping those rocks, doing all that kind of stuff. And once again, if you're short on something, hit this little thing here and you can craft more from the materials you have collected. So this is Savadius. I'm signing off. You have a great time, and I will see you in Throne and Liberty.